Before I started mixing, I decided to organize the tracks, and this was based on advice from Mike Senior's Mixing Secret book. In the book, he says part of this process involves putting the most important instruments where you can easily access them and submixing any large groups of subsidiary parts to fewer mix channels, so this controlling and math is easier. In Logic, the easiest way to do this is to use the track stacks functionality I found. So if I zoom in here, learn the right key commands. If I zoom in here and then open all these, so we can see that all of these drums are now submixed to the track stack drums, and then the guitars, and then rolls. And I really found this when I mixed the track that's really helped me organize things, and also I could solo drums for themselves, or I can take things out of the mix, and that just made it easier for me to keep track on what things was working, and I can change the levels on them en masse, which was really useful. Grouping the tracks also allowed me to make sweeping changes to whole section of the mix, in this case drums. So just before the second verse there's a fill, and I wanted that fill to be a bit more enhanced, so I simply automated that. As a reference, this is at 1.44 into the track, and it's just before, so I just basically boosted the drum fill just before it drops back into the second verse. Reflecting on the sonic outcome of the track, as was asked in the assessment brief, when I compared my mix with some mix references, I found that my bass didn't cut through as much as I wanted to. I've been using an Opto compressor, as was advised by a colleague, and that really helped keeping the bass tight, but I still need a bit more cut through. And in order to try and fix that for future mixes, I'm going to have a look at magazines like In Tape Op and Sound on Sound, because they interview Pro Mix engineers, so I'm hoping to pick up some tips there and some ideas on how I can make the bass be a bit more pronounced in my mixes.